To me, it's a red flag on a first date, but to others, it's real, or at least harmless fun. I'm talking about astrology, horoscopes. It seems like a fun thing to look at in a newspaper or a lifestyle magazine, but it's not actually quite as harmless as one might suspect. A poll from the National Science Foundation found that 40% of respondents believed that astrology was real science, even though it was long ago debunked resoundingly. And let's not forget those who confuse astrology with astronomy, which is an actual science with very strong backing. Just before filming, I checked my horoscope, Virgo, and it said an old friend might turn up and I would have good news and I should take a walk. But is there any explanation as to why and how these random conclusions might be reached? Is it just the chaos of the universe, fate, predestination? Is it just something I should believe? What if I was one of the people who thought astrology was a science? Would the power of suggestion lead me to believe I should increase the odds of whatever those things were happening? Are these somewhat vague and boring fortunes my fate? Carl Sagan once said in the original Cosmos, "It seems to lend a cosmic significance to the routine of our daily lives. It pretends to satisfy our longing to feel personally connected with the universe. Astrology suggests a dangerous fatalism. If our lives are controlled by a set of traffic signals in the sky, why try to change anything?" This works with the idea of predestination, quote-unquote, destiny. The things that happen are happening because they're supposed to, and that is conducive to losing one's own agency, one's own ability to change paths, make decisions, and ignores the ideas that our futures are not written, that we are the ones with at least some ability to decide and shape, and that things are actually open-ended. As Sarah Connor would say, the future is not set, there is no fate, but what we make for ourselves. But belief in astrology doesn't just affect how you act, but how you view yourself, how you treat others. You could decide your personality traits are associated with the culturally defined idea of what months are and cling to the idea of who you are. Worse, you could judge people under the circumstances that they happen to be born under and judge them worthy or unworthy based on that, which is pretty much the definition of prejudice. Yes, potentially, astrology could help you make sense of what may ultimately be a senseless world, but it doesn't really help, unless by help you mean fatalistically decide everything for you. Do you have a destiny tied to the cosmos and the earth? Do universal electromagnetism and gravity somehow connect to our own cultural inventions and mean something more? Personally, I sincerely doubt it, but if you do believe as such, there would be definitions, there would be explanations as to why things are defined as they are and how those conclusions were reached. If you're looking for a compass in a world where things just don't make sense, don't follow something that also doesn't make sense.